Hello and welcome to video 7 in our series of the Entrepreneur's Guide to Accounting. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that comes up for every business owner, and that is common deductions that you can have for your business. Now, I get this question a lot. Can you send me a list of deductions? And it's very difficult to do because the deductions that are available are pretty extensive. So my general rule of thumb of what I tell most people is it's very simple. Whatever we can justify that you need to spend money on to be able to earn income, we can typically get as a deduction. There are some exceptions, things like meals, for example, you're only allowed to write off half, or golf fees or golf dues, they're not deductible at all. But generally the rule of thumb stands true. If you need to incur an expense to earn income, we can write it off. So let's go through some of the common ones. Of course, if you're in a manufacturing business, any of your costs of goods, for example, to produce, all of that becomes a very simple write-off. Supplies you're buying for your office, those become a write-off. Generally, most people have a good understanding of the general expenses. Now, some of the more uncommon ones, I would say, is, for example, if you have an office at your house, you can write off a portion of your house expenses against your business income as well. This can include a portion of mortgage interest or rent, utilities you pay, property tax, insurance, and general repairs that you have as well. Some other ones include mileage, for example. So if you're using your own personal vehicle to drive for the business, for instance, if I went to a client site, I would be able to claim mileage against the business and be able to write off a portion of that expense. Some other common deductions that you might not be aware of: donations. You can do donations personally, or you can even do them through a corporation, and they become a deduction. The last one that's not as common, for example, would be a health spending account. A health spending account basically is whereby you can claim health expenses when you don't have a benefits plan in a company. You can claim health expenses for yourself or your family against business income as well. Those are just some of the common deductions that exist. But is that everything that's available for a business? And the answer is no. There's some other things that you need to be aware of, and those are tax credits. The most common example that exists, of course, is for scientific research, exploration, and development. It's called SR&ED credits. And so these end up acting as a form of a direct deduction against your tax bill, or even many times a refund if you're in a loss position, for example. You can actually get refund back on money you're spending. So this is very good for people in businesses where they're doing a lot of innovation and research. There is additional deductions available there. And of course, the last factor you got to really consider is grants and what's available for business grants, because there's an extensive list of grants available, whether you're hiring employees, bringing people from overseas, whether you're looking at doing innovation, research. So there's extensive amount of grants that are available for businesses as well. So once again, thank you. This is their finale with RMI. As always, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you and have a great week.